Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? For the cheapest coins anywhere, check out MMOEXP.com and use code ZERK for 5% off your order. Link is in the description.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
Hey guys, we're gonna go over the best game day players to do and also the best predictor sets to do for you guys to try to make some coins. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Young Boy for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to shout out the next video, drop a like in the vid. Make sure you guys are subbed to the channel. Turn notification bell on and comment down below. Noti Gang. Also, guys, today is Friday. We have a bunch of NBA games. My NBA picks will be up here shortly. If they're not already up right now, check out my Twitter. But if you guys check out Underdog Fantasy right now and use code ZERK, it will double your first deposit up to $100, and you'll get this Russell Wilson 0.5 total yard special for Sunday Night Football. All right, so let's take a look, guys. We're going to start off by going over the game day players, and then we're also going to take a look at all the predictors, and I'm going to give you guys my opinion on which ones are the best to do. So, if you don't know how these game day players actually work, starting off with Jordan Love, he is at 89 overall, right? You can see the stats, everything, 89 overall. This player will be upgraded based on team and individual performance on the 23rd, which is Thanksgiving. And I do want to mention this as well. Don't expect the overalls of these cards to adjust like that day on Thanksgiving. Usually it takes a couple days, might be until like Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever, and then overalls might adjust. But if Green Bay scores 20 plus points, Jordan Love will go up to a 90 overall. If Jordan Love has 2+ touchdowns, he also will go up to a 90, and if he does both of those, he'll go up to a 91. So I'm going to talk about exactly which one of these I feel like are actually capable of being done. And obviously, as you guys know, I do a lot of NFL picks on Underdog. I look at a lot of data, I look at a lot of stats, so not saying 100% I'm going to be correct, but I feel probably pretty confident in these, more confident than any year. Also, in case you guys are curious as to how much the set actually costs you to do, you need 486 to 87s and then 485s. You essentially are going to spend about 200,000 coins doing this set if you want to do it. Keep in mind, guys, that 91 overalls are going about 290k. 90 overalls right now are going for just under 200k, but we also have the Blitz promo coming on Friday. Usually causes a bit of a market crash, so in terms of like, should you do this as a potential investment? Only if you're pretty certain that that player is going to go up to a 91 overall, and even then you're probably still not going to make like a ton of coins if you do make coins off of it, but hey, up to you guys. So starting off with Jordan Love, guys, how do I feel about him meeting his conditions? Score 20 plus points and also to have 2+ touchdowns. I'll be honest, both of those could happen. Both of those definitely could happen. The Lions currently have one of the worst touchdown against ratio in the NFL. They have allowed 15 passing touchdowns, which is the 6th worst in the NFL. The Green Bay offense has been kind of iffy, to be honest, in the last couple of weeks. But Jordan Love, I feel like he could get 2+ touchdowns. The last time they played, they did score 20 points. They lost 34-20, and Jordan Love only had 1 passing touchdown. But it is 2+ TDs, doesn't say passing, so he could also get a rushing one in, or maybe he could actually just throw 2 touchdowns. I'm not 100% confident on this one, and also I will say this, Jordan Love, in terms of like, is this card good? Would he be a good investment? He won't get Gunslinger. Hot Route Master won't get that either, so I don't really feel like Jordan Love is worth doing, but he could go up to a 91. I feel pretty confident that he'll hit at least one of those. Next up, we have Amon-Ra St. Brown. You can see his stats, 89 speed, 84 catch and traffic. Route running is okay as well. Here is the thing, though, and it might sound a little bit crazy, but I'm not big on Amon-Ra. Number one, Green Bay actually plays very, very good against the pass. They have one of the best pass defenses in the entire NFL. They have allowed the least amount of passing touchdowns, and the last time that these teams faced, Jared Goff had 1 passing touchdown, but they had 3 rushing touchdowns. Also, Amon-Ra, he doesn't necessarily perform well against Green Bay. They tend to keep him in check even against Green Bay in their last matchup when Jair was out. I actually took Amon-Ra lower on his yards, and he definitely went lower on his yards. I know he's on an absolute tear, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, but I'll be honest, I would stay away. Next, we have Benjamin St-Juste, and I'll be honest, I'm really surprised that EA did not change the requirements on this card, but the card itself is actually really, really good, which disappoints me because, to be honest, this could have been the best potential investment for sure. This is a 6'3" corner with 90 speed, 90 XL, 83 man, 88 zone. If you could get this card up to a 91, we're talking like 92 speed, 6'3", good zone. You know, the man card would be better. But here's the issue. The 2+ tackles, that's going to happen, okay? He has 2+ tackles in every single game this year. I feel pretty confident saying this card's going to go up to a 90. Holding the Cowboys 200 passing yards is actually an insane requirement. Like, it probably should have been 300, to be honest, because that's ridiculous. That is not happening. They have the 4th worst passing defense in the entire NFL. The Cowboys are on an absolute tear right now, and every single quarterback they have faced this entire year, aside from Josh Dobbs in week 1, has thrown for over 200 passing yards. There's no doubt that Dak is going to throw for over 200 yards. Yeah, this is going to be a 90 overall. I feel pretty confident he'll get the 2 tackles, but they're not stopping the Cowboys. Next up, we have the Jake Ferguson card. Now, taking a look at his stats, guys, 86 speed, 87 short route running, 88 medium route running. I'll be honest, I think this card could go up to a 91. But you're really just going to sell him for the training because this card's not going to be very good. But in terms of training value, this is going to be pretty solid here, right? Jake Ferguson, his stats here that you need, 3+ sacks, at least 3 sacks. Sam Howell has taken at least 3 sacks in every game this year, except for 1 game against Philly. The Cowboys, obviously, we're going to get pressure. We're going to get 3 sacks. Now, Jake Ferguson's catches, though, that's really intriguing because he does have 4+ catches his last 3 games, and Washington does allow a lot of catches to tight ends. So, Jake Ferguson, I feel pretty confident that he is going to be a 91 overall. Will the card be good? Not really, to be honest, but I mean, in terms of an investment, it's pretty good. Next up, we have Julian Love, and his stats are okay. You know, 84 man, 87 zone. The hit power is not great, and he has 89 speed. Seattle to force a turnover. They're facing the 49ers, so Brock Purdy, you know, he's been on kind of a slump, that's for sure, and they could possibly force turnover with a fumble. They are not one of the best teams in the NFL at getting takeaways, though. They are kind of middle of the pack. In terms of 2+ tackles, he should get that. He has in every game this season. So this card will likely be a 90. 91 is kind of iffy. I would not feel the best about it. Next up, we have them getting 4+ sacks on Seattle. I'll be honest, I don't like that one at all. They are 20th in the NFL in sacks, and also Geno Smith has only been sacked 4+ times, twice this entire year, and then holding Seattle to under 17 points. Now, they are allowing 15.9 points per game right now, so that one's going to be pretty close. They could probably get to 17. You know, it is a divisional game. Those games always tend to be pretty close. I could see Seattle getting at least 17, to be honest with you guys, and I don't think they're going to get 4 sacks. So, Drake Jackson, not a fan of this one either. In my opinion, I feel like the best in terms of investment to try to make coins is probably Jake Ferguson. And that's going to sound biased, but look up the stats. So now let's talk about the best predictor sets to do. Now, by the way, in case you're curious about this, you can do this set right here, the Harvest Predictor Token. Do this 10 times. You need 182 overall and 178 to 79. And then I believe you also get one with the Welcome Pack. So I think that there are 11 total Predictor Tokens that you guys will get. As you guys can see, I have mine right here. So we have 1, then there's 5 and 5. So yeah, 11 total Predictor Tokens. So let's run through these. Cowboys, they are winning. Okay, straight up, the Cowboys will be the Commanders. Again, that is not biased at all. If you want free coins, you want guaranteed free coins, you guys can see 7,500 coins. You can do this 5 times. The Cowboys are going to beat the Commanders. That is a fact. The Commanders are not going to win that. 275+ passing yards. I really don't think that's going to happen. I really don't. And that's not biased. I promise you it's not biased, but I really do not see Sam Howell throwing for 275+ passing yards. I know he currently leads the NFL in passing yards, but the Cowboys defense is serious. Our run defense is not that elite, okay? It's not that elite, but pass-wise, we absolutely are elite. I would not touch that. And this one, Cowboys, 0 missed field goals and extra points. Now, if you do that, you get 6,000 coins. Again, if you're going to do the Cowboys one, just do the Cowboys win, okay? You get more coins. 7,500 coins, that's only 6,000. And who knows, maybe we go for like, you know, a 50-yard field goal, whatever, with Aubrey. He's been good, but I wouldn't trust necessarily. Next up, we have the Lions win or the Packers win. So who do I think is going to win this matchup? I would say the Lions. I would think that the Lions would win. The Lions right now, if you do that though, that is 8,000 coins. Whereas if you do the Packers, that is 13,000 coins. Now again, the Cowboys here is 7,500. So in my opinion, I feel way more confident out of all of the games that if you want free coins, do the Cowboys win? Next up, we have the Lions with 4+ touchdowns. Now, this is only 11,500 coins, but they did have 4 touchdowns in their first matchup. I'm not saying it's going to necessarily happen. I also kind of wish it was more coins for 11,500, but throwing one in there maybe is not the worst idea ever. Green Bay to get 2+ sacks, 13,000 coins. Now, Green Bay is kind of middle of the pack right now with their sacks, but they did get 2 sacks on Jared Goff in the first matchup this year. I actually like this one. That is one that I would probably recommend you guys can go ahead and do. And then we have the Seahawks and the 49ers win, 10,500 coins if you go with the Seahawks, and the 49ers one is 9,500. Personally, I think that the favorites are going to win here with the Thanksgiving games. I would go with the 49ers. I would go with the Lions, and I definitely think the Cowboys. So far, though, I like the Cowboys winning the most out of all of those. And then I like the Packers to get 2+ sacks. I feel like those are pretty good. Seahawks, 115+ total rushing yards. That's not happening. The 49ers right now are only allowing 83 rushing yards per game. I am not big on that. 49ers to hold Seattle under or 2 touchdowns. I like that. I actually like that one. I like that quite a bit. I could definitely see them holding them to 2 or less touchdowns and then Seattle getting some field goals in there. I think that one is actually a pretty decent one. And then obviously, guys, you have to do one of these. A scoregami. If you're not aware of what a scoregami is, it is a final score that has never occurred in the NFL's history, and it's 100,000 coins. Put one in here. You never know when there's going to be a scoregami. I would definitely recommend you guys do that one. My absolute favorites, I would do the scoregami, 49ers to hold Seattle under or 2 touchdowns, Packers 2+ sacks, and then Cowboys win. Those are probably the ones that I'm going to do. I would definitely put 5 in the Dallas wins. As I said, that's free coins. Okay, if you get 11, I'd put 5 there, 1 in here, so you have 6, so then you have 5 left. I would probably end up putting maybe 2 into this one, so 11,500 coins, and then you got 3 left here. I do like this one as well, 13,000 coins. I'm probably going to do that split exactly. 3 in here, 2 in here, 1 in there, 5 in the Cowboys win, and yeah, I think that's pretty good. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like on it, hit that sub button down below. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. There was a whole lot going on in this video between the game day players, the predictors. Let me know down below which of these sets you guys are going to be doing. Check Underdog Fantasy, use code ZERK. Follow me over on Twitter for my picks. If you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.